We're here at the Corkmarts Event Centre in Cronin, outside Cormac. With me is Cronin and Mikie Galvin, who have just clinched their second Irish Tarmac Championship title since 2016, coming home today in second place behind Callum Devine and Noel O'Sullivan. But Keith, it was a very difficult day to take the championship.
Yeah, it was probably one of the toughest rallies I've ever done. We set out in the morning, we knew we had to do what we had to do to win the championship. We needed to finish one place behind Callum. So we were thereabouts after the first stage and just kind of track them for the day. These are said and done though, conditions were really difficult out there and there was to get caught out at any time, even not being fully committed, it was still really treacherous, and it was great to get the championship.
You had a little moment on stage 4?
Yeah, we did. Middle of the straight, car just took off on us. There was just so much water on the road. There was nearly more water than tarmac in places, so it made it quite difficult.
You've had a great battle all year. I mean, you started great in Galway and in Clonakilty and the circuit. You had a second in the circuit, 2 wins in the other events. And in Killarney and Donegal, you led both, but it didn't work out as planned. So it was a little blip in the middle, I suppose.
Yeah, it actually nearly tracked nearly exactly as the last time we won the Tarmac Championship. We won the first 2 that year as well. But that's championship is tough to win. There's no such thing as an easy championship to win. Hugely competitive, like Callum and Matt. There was nothing between the 3 of us. And at the end of the day, it probably came down to who got away with the least mistakes and stuff like that. So
I suppose I'll bring your co-driver in here, Mikie. I'm sure it's a great thrill to be actually sitting with a guy of the calibre of Keith's calibre, but you know, co-driver's role is often forgotten about really, but you have a big job to do.
Yeah, today was tough. Fogging windscreens and rain and all sorts of things. You're turning on and off heated screens and blowers and all sorts of things. But yeah, today threw a tough day at us to try and do the job that was at hand. But look, we're here and we're holding a cup, so happy days.
Now, our second last question. Were you actually a bit nervous today, knowing that second place would have done it? But that can be often difficult.
Yeah, we knew what we had to do. Obviously, there's so many quick guys there. You can never afford. We knew we didn't have to get into a fight for the win, which was good, but at the same time, we couldn't go back and drive at 50% because there's loads of guys there that will take points off you. So we picked a good pace and a nice clean rhythm on the first one. We didn't feel like I was overdriving or anything, and the time was thereabouts, so we try to keep that rhythm in for the rest of the rally.
And finally, let's see this lovely trophy you've won for at the end of 2024. That's a very big trophy in terms of Irish rallying.
Yeah, and this is the Bert Fisher Perpetual Cup. Obviously, the Fisher name is synonymous with Irish rallying, especially the Irish Tarmac Championship. So it's a great honour to win it.
I know you're not a man for great celebrations, but I'm sure you will celebrate this victory, and the prize giving of the awards is coming in Killarney next month, so that'll be very special as well.
Yeah, it'll be special. It may not be able to make it, but we'll see that we're actually expecting our baby to start at that time, so we might not be at the prize giving, but it's in the timing.
Or else there'll be more at the prize giving.
Or more people at the prize giving.
Lads, very well done, and thank you for talking to Southern Star. Thank you much.